Hello, I'm your Chinese teacher, Jack Chen. Today we'll continue to learn our second part of Phonetics 1. Third tone Sandy. What's this? Third tone Sandy means if a third tone is immediately followed by another third tone, you need to change it into second tone when you pronounce it. But for the writing, you continue to write the third tone. For example, for these two syllables, if we say one by one, it's ni, or how. But when we speak them together, we can say ni hao. It doesn't sound good. It sounds nice, right? So we will change the third tone into second tone. Ni hao, ni hao. It sounds better, right? But we still need to write it in the third tone. And like this, 很好. When we speak them together, we don't say 很好. We say 很好. Can you discriminate the difference? 很好. We don't say 很好. Now, do you understand what third tone Sandy is? When a third tone is followed immediately by another third tone, we need to pronounce it into the second tone. Only the first syllable. And now let's look at the spelling rules. Yi, when it forms a syllable all by itself, we'll write it as yi, this one. And when it is at the beginning of one syllable, we'll write it into yi. For example, this one, yi a ye. This yi is at the beginning of the syllable, so we need to change it into this one, yi a ye. And for the wu, when it is at the beginning of a syllable, we need to change it into wu. For example, wu o wo. The wu is at the beginning of the syllable. We need to change it into wu o wo. The pronunciation is all the same, but the writing is different. And when it forms a syllable all by itself, we will write it as wu. And for this one, there are two dots above it. Yu. When it forms a syllable all by itself, we will write it as yu. And we will add yi to it. And we need to omit these two dots. Now, can you remember these spelling rules? Yi, when it forms a syllable all by itself, we write it as this one, yi. And at the beginning of a syllable, we write it as yi. Wu, at the beginning, we write as wu. All by itself, we write wu. Yu, when it forms a syllable all by itself, we write it as yu. And now let's look at the Chinese characters. Hanzi. We will take this Chinese character ma as an example to see how it develops from a picture. When in the ancient time, our Chinese ancestors write a character by what they see, and they see the horse looking like this, so they will take a picture of a horse to represent the meaning of a horse. And in the 甲骨文 oracle bone character, it changed into this. And as the time flew, ma, horse, the character of ma, of horse, changed into this one, ma, and we write now. From this example, you may understand what Chinese characters as a picture writing system means. Now our Chinese characters is a square shape system. Okay, let's continue to see how to write these characters. We need to learn these basic strokes. For the first one, 点. The stroke is called 点. How to write it? We are writing from the top to the bottom right. Don't write it too long. Like the character 门. This stroke is 点. And this one is called 横. We'll write it from the left to the right. The horizontal stroke is written from the left to the right. Like the character 一, 1. And the stroke, the vertical stroke is written from the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom. Like the second stroke of 木, this one. And this stroke is called 竖, 点, 横, 竖. And this stroke is written, the left falling stroke is written like this. It's called 撇. Like the second stroke of the character 力, this one, 撇. And the stroke is called 捺. The right falling stroke, 捺, like the second stroke of the character 八. And the stroke is called 提. How to write it? It's from the right bottom to the left top. 提. Like the fourth stroke of the character 我. So, now do you understand? This is basic strokes. 点, 横, 竖, 撇, 捺, 提. Our Chinese characters is combined by various kinds of strokes. These strokes could include several basic strokes and several combined strokes. And these basic strokes are the most important. You need to memorize them well and learn how to write them more often to memorize how to write them. Now let's learn and write some basic characters. The character 一, it means 1. How to write it? 一, you could take out your paper to write on it with me. The second character is called 八. It means 8 in English. How to write it? There are two jaws. 8. This character, Li, it means strength. Strength, power in English. How to write it? 撇. There are also two jaws. And this character, 门, it means store in English. How to write it? 点数. There are 3 jaws. 1, 2, 3. And this character, 也, it means 2 or also in English. 也. 1, 2, 3. There are also 3 jaws. This one, horse, 马. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's write them again. 1, 8, 力, 门, 也, 马. Okay, can you write them yourself now? So, what do we learn in this lesson? First, you need to understand what third tone sounding means. It means when a third tone is followed immediately by another third tone. When you pronounce them, you need to change the first third tone into the second tone. Like this, 你, 你. You need to change into 你, 你好, 你好, 那, 你好. And the spelling rules, we need to understand how to change these 3 syllables. 一, 乌, 鱼. It is different at the beginning of a syllable, or it forms all by itself. And the Chinese characters, how they are developed from the picture to our present day square shape writing system. And this is basic jaws: 点, 横, 竖, 撇, 捺, 提. And learn to write this is easy characters.